Hey, this is Ken from Free Kicks Outside, and yeah, I know I owe you a video on fire. And after a lot of looking through and seeing what actually was on YouTube, there's really no point for me to make a video on fire itself, because there's so many out there. The main thing about fire you have to remember is that simply pick something, and then pick two more to go with it. Like was just given a bunch of matches, so I'm going to use matches until those run out. Now hold on. When I mean a bunch of matches, I mean a bunch of matches. And you know, I'm going to use them because they're there, they're free, they cost nothing. I have other methods of starting fire. I have the fire steel. I have ferro rods. I have flint and steel. Friction fire, magnifying glass, the list goes on and on. It's just a matter of finding something that works for you and then going on with that. You want to do it in the rule of three is what I like to have. I got a lighter, I've got matches, and I know how to make friction fire. So I'm pretty well covered on that. I was going to show all the stuff I got, and then it's like just so much with it. And eventually I'll go through everything I got and make fires in multiple different ways. And I'll show you a pretty cool trick with an old worn out lighter, because it does the same thing as a flint. And we'll get into that later. But mainly the thing you want to remember when dealing with fire is that you want to have a protective area around your fire. And that's in front of your shelter, you want at least a step, which is roughly 3 feet, give or take. Or at least your hip to the ground. So a leg's distance. The best thing to do is take a walking stick and measure that distance there, so you know that, okay, if I got here in my shelter, then I got this much distance to put my shelter, put between my shelter and my fire. That's really what you want to go with, is having that ability. So with that being said, I'm going to work out here. I'm going to work on some other videos and see what I can get done. I'll probably put that in a video, setting up a shelter with the fire in front of it. If it don't rain on me, which that's kind of what I was waiting on, it was a nice set of rain back to back to do it, a wet fire, because I've seen a lot of videos on people trying to do wet fires and they kind of suck. And if it's been raining like some of these guys are saying, 3 or 4 days, you're not going to find a dry piece of wood when you split it open. I mean, it just ain't going to happen. And the fire's going way too easy on it. And I will do a video on wet wood fire in rain and wet conditions at a later date. But right now, the main thing is just getting out there and getting out in the woods. So pick your method of fire, because if you got matches and a lighter, you can practice everything else. You can practice the friction fire, because that's going to take a lot of practice to get it down pat. And even if you're in a controlled environment, try and go out into the wilderness and try to reproduce that, it's not going to happen. Because in a controlled environment, you're under optimal position. Not position, but optimal conditions. Sorry. Can't talk today for some reason. But yeah. And it's just a matter of practice. Practice, practice, practice. If you want to add something to your arsenal, the simple thing is stay within your skill set, then add a little bit more to it. Because as your skills improve, you can improve what you're doing and add to it. So if you get to a point where I'm not quite comfortable enough to do this, you can still back off. Either way, the thing is, have fun. You ain't got to know everything there is to know about bushcrafting before going and doing bushcrafting, because being out here doing this is the fun part. And learn a little bit as you go. Pick yourself up a book. I like books because they don't run out of batteries, and I ain't got to worry about charging it or the sunlight being too bright. Might have to bring a flashlight at night, but hey, I don't have to worry about it going dark on me, unless I did bring a flashlight. You might have an issue. But yeah, either way it goes, you want to make sure you just stay within your skill level on fire and shelter building and stuff like that. And then as your skill improves, then you can add to it. Because you go, well, there's easier way to do it, and there's quicker ways to do it, and you'll eventually get there. Trust me, just take your time with it, practice it, and work at getting out there. Now, this has been Ken Slinger, and this has been Free Kicks Outside.